Hello, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy DC NBA here, and today I'm going to be talking about the most underrated title contenders, the Raptors. If you guys do enjoy, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more, and let's get right into this. So, why I think the Raptors are so underrated is because we have not seen this whole team healthy all season. Most of their important players missed at least 10 to 20 games each. Marc Gasol missed almost 30. Norman Powell missed 20. Same thing with Freddie. Serge Ibaka missed like 15. Kyle and Siakam both missed like 10. So this team hasn't been healthy all season. So I think that now, since everyone's going to be healthy and well rested, that they'll be able to make a push and go deep in the playoffs. A great advantage for them is that they have over 5 players averaging 15 points per game. Siakam, Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Norman Powell, and Serge Ibaka. And all these guys are fit very well inside the Raptor system. Siakam is obviously the main scorer, but Lowry and VanVleet can, do their thing off the dribble, shoot a bunch of threes. Same thing with Norman Powell. He's a good 3-and-D player who's been emerging this season. And Serge Ibaka is the typical big man who can stretch out, play some defense. So I think that offensively, this team's going to do very good. They still have Gasol, who's a great passing big man. Terrence Davis. They have a lot of options offensively. And then defensively, they are ranked second in defensive rating. They have great defenders at every position. Guard-wise, Terrence Davis is pretty good. Obviously, Lowry and Freddie are good. Norman Powell's decent. And then you go to the forward, they got Anunoby, Siakam, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. And then at center, Ibaka and Gasol have been great defensively. So they just have so much versatility also, because most of these guys can guard more than one position. So defensively, they're going to be a nightmare. Another amazing part about this team is that everyone can shoot, so their spacing is going to be insane. Really, the only person on this team that can't shoot is Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, but he normally is playing like the 4, so you don't really have to worry about him, especially when Ibaka and Gasol are there, who both shoot almost 40% from 3. It's just insane how much spacing and how much room this team is going to have to operate in paint during the playoffs when things get a lot tougher. This whole team also has great playoff experience. A lot of them were a part of the title run last season, so they all have been in tough Game 7s and been in a long playoff series. So there's really no reason for them to just break down in the Eastern Conference Finals. They should have the experience and knowledge to know what to do in this situation. This team isn't perfect, though, because their biggest flaw is that they don't have a superstar. And that is really costly during the playoffs. But I think that they have enough solid, good NBA players to make a run at it, because they still have a top 20-ish player in Siakam and a top 40 player in Lowry, and then they have a bunch of top 100 players in Freddie, Powell, Ibaka, Gasol. So I think that they have enough pieces where having a superstar really isn't going to hurt them as much. Another concern I have is that they're not a very good rebounding team, and especially they give up a lot of offensive rebounds to opposing teams. And I think that could be a big problem, because in the playoffs, giving teams extra possessions could be crucial in a win or loss. So I think that they just need to play closer to the basket and focus more on rebounding, and they should be fine. So in the first round, they're probably either going to face the Magic or the Nets, but I think it's going to be the Magic, because the Nets roster is just a bunch of old veterans at this point. But I don't think it's really going to be a problem. I think it's going to be either a sweep or a gentleman's sweep. The Magic really aren't that good of a team. I don't think that they'll be able to contain the Raptors at all. So in the second round, I think that the Raptors are going to play the Celtics, which is going to be a very tough matchup. They have a lot of ball handlers and good scorers, especially with Jason Tatum and Kemba Walker. But I think that if the Raptors just play physical defense and wear down the starters, that's really going to help them, because their bench is very thin And if they can just force the offense to come from anywhere besides Tatum and Walker, I think that'll really help. If they can just force the other players on the Celtics to be the main guy, I think that'll really cause some problems, and hopefully it'll work. So if the Raptors beat the Celtics, then they got to move on to the next round against the Bucks, who they have beat once in the Eastern Conference Finals. This time they don't have Kawhi Leonard, but I still think they could be able to do it if they just force Giannis to shoot, force their team to shoot mid-ranges and limits the numbers of threes. And if they just force someone besides Giannis or Chris Middleton to beat them, I think they'll be fine. They just have to be able to contain Giannis, use multiple defenders at him, and just try and wear him down. And also see if Chris Middleton chokes like he always does in the playoffs. So we'll just have to see. But I think that the Bucks probably lose in 7. So if the Raptors make it out of the East, they'll either face the Clippers or the Lakers. And I think that if they play the Clippers, they'll need to run their offense through Siakam, Gasol, and Ibaka. They need to run through their bigs because Montrezl Harrell isn't a great defender. Same thing with Zubac. And I think that guard-wise, it'll be tough because they have such elite perimeter defense, but interior defense, they don't have the best. So if they just attack the paint, play through the bigs, I think that they have a chance. And also, they know Kawhi Leonard's play style better than anyone besides the Clippers, so that'll help them out a little bit. So if they play the Lakers, I think they need to run their offense through their guards because the Lakers lost Avery Bradley, who is one of their best perimeter defender, and they really only have Caruso left as a good elite perimeter defender. So I think that if they run their offense through their guards, mostly Lowry and Freddie, and also to shoot a bunch of threes, that'll really help. And also if they're somehow able to force LeBron and AD to pass to their other teammates and make them win the game, I think that'll help them out so much and give them the best chance to win a title. So there you go. That is the reasons why I think the Raptors are the most underrated title contenders. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see in the future. All my social medias will be down in the description. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.